So this is my lovely student, Emily. And Emily has 0 percussion experience because that's the kind of student you wanted us to have. So, we're going to start by assembling it. So let's go ahead and take the drum stand, which is the silver one. And I'm going to lower this so you can see what we're doing on the floor here as we set up the drum stand. Okay, so these are called wing nuts. And so you're going to unscrew them to loosen it up. We'll start with the one on the bottom. There we go. And then you can pull the legs out so that it's like a tripod. You'll have to kind of rotate your way around. There we go.
Doesn't matter how far down it is.
That works. Go ahead and tighten it. And then go ahead and set it on the floor. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is, this is the drum pad. And the drum pad has a nifty little hole in the bottom, which screws in here. So why don't you go ahead and screw that onto the drum stand. I know it's kind of low. We'll make it tall in a second. Woohoo! Alright, so, playing snare like this is not going to happen. So, we're going to take this wing nut and loosen it. There you go, and then go ahead and pull up. And you want to you want to set the drum stand so that it's right about hip level, or just a little bit lower. I would go just a little bit lower for you. Yeah, probably right about there. Awesome. All right, you have assembled it. Next thing are the drumsticks. There they are. Okay, so for the drumsticks, I'll give you one and I'll demonstrate with the other, and then I'll get them both to you. So, parts of the drumstick. This is the butt, and the shaft is the big part of the stick, and then this is the bead or the tip. So, when you grab the drumstick, you want to make like a T with your thumb and your forefinger, kind of. So your forefinger is going to cross the stick, and then your thumb's going to align with the stick, and then you're going to wrap your back 3 fingers around it. So when you do that, you want to make sure, I'm being a bad example right now, you want 1 inch of stick left at the bottom. So I need to scoot up. Yep. And so most of your control is going to come from these 2 fingers. That's called your fulcrum. And then these 3, for the most part, just support it, and will give you a little bit of leverage when we start doing it. So why don't you go ahead and do your stick hold with that hand too. Yeah, that's good. So then when you play the snare, you want to make sure that your thumbs are facing in, so you kind of rotate your wrists, because this is French grip, and we want American grip. I hope I didn't just flip that. But basically your palms want to be facing the floor. Awesome. Okay, so give me the sticks. And now reset your stick hold. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay, so let's play. How am I doing on time? Ooh, we got oodles of time. Okay. So your basic stroke is called your legato stroke, which is just up and down, and you start and land in the same place. So if you crank your wrists up so that they're like uncomfortably high, go ahead and try that, and then release them so that it's comfortable. Whoa. You want it up high though, so like high but comfortably high, not so that you're like hurting yourself. So that's going to be the top of your legato stroke. And then you can, when you do your legato stroke, you're going to kind of throw the weight of the stick into the drum pad and use the rebound to come back up to where you're right now. So why don't you go ahead and try that with one hand. So go ahead.
Like that?
Yep. But you're kind of pulling up on it, so make sure that you're kind of throwing the weight in enough so that you get a rebound to come back up to where you started. Oh, so use your back fingers a little bit more. Let me see one of your sticks for a minute here. You're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured when you went for right hand. You want to use your back fingers to kind of help with the force that you're throwing into the drum pad. Because if you just let it kind of drop, it doesn't give you a whole lot of rebound, so then you're doing a lot of pulling up. So go ahead and try and throw it down with force. You're not going to break that, I promise. There we go. Okay, so now try with both hands. Why don't you try right hand, left hand. Yeah, there we go. So try your left hand alone, because you pulled up on it a little bit, it didn't rebound. Yeah, that's better. And you're doing a nice job of keeping your palms facing the floor, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and try right, left, right, left. Yeah. So your sticks are gradually getting lower when you come back up every time. So go ahead and do it again. And I am the top. Hit my hand. You're not going to hurt me, I promise. Ah! There we go. That's a good legato stroke. Okay. Give me your sticks. Show me your set, or show me your hold. And you can move up a little bit on this stick because you want to make sure there's like an inch back here. That gives you the best balance point. That's why. Because if you're back too far, it's not going to rebound for you. You're going to have to pull up on it. See, your other hand looks good. Awesome. So let's try right, left again without my hand in your way. Hey, there we go. So let's learn a paradiddle. Do you know what a paradiddle is?
I think so.
What do you think a paradiddle is?
Isn't it when you go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, and then left?
Yeah, exactly.
Left, yeah.
So right, left, right, right. Why don't you try just that using the great full stroke that we just worked on? Sweet. And then you can do left paradiddle, which is left, right, left, left. Yeah, so make sure that you're keeping that great rebound, though. So you're going to have to put a little bit more force into the stick.
Okay.
There we go. Embrace that frustration with your roommate and put it into the pad. There we go. That's better. Okay, so try a right paradiddle and then a left paradiddle. Challenge mode. Nice. Good stuff. All right, do you remember how to put the drum stand together?
Yeah.
How do you put the drum stand together?
So you take the stand part, and you unscrew the thing that I forget what it's called.
The wing nut, yeah.
The wing nut.
That one.
You unscrew that, and you pull out the leg so it's like a tripod.
Yep.
And then you screw the pad into place,
Mm-hmm.
and then you change the height with the other wing nut to be at hip level or just below.
Yep. Good stuff. And then how do you set your hands on the sticks?
You make a T with your index finger and your thumb.
Yep.
And you wrap your other fingers around it. There should be an inch at the bottom of the stick. And then palms face the floor.
Yep. You had a good memory. All right. And that is 7.5 minutes, so we're going to call that a lesson. Do you want to do one more paradiddle?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, go for it.
Yay.
Woohoo! Alrighty. Do you have any questions about what we did? No? Awesome. Thank you for being my guinea pig for my video assignment.